Hey, what's up, guys? It's been quite a while since I've spoken to you face to face like this, but I've got some interesting things that I want to share with you. The very first thing is you probably recognize that I'm not at my gym. In fact, I'm in my favorite place on earth. That's my hammock in my living room. So, this is where I'm chilling right now as I'm fasting. So those of you who are familiar with the holiday of Ramadan, it's a holiday where people of the Islamic faith decide to fast. They don't eat from sunup to sundown for 30 days. And that term fast, I've discovered through one of my fans in a comment, also means to refrain. And so during this time of fasting, you also kind of refrain from your typical daily activities and find a way to be a bit more peaceful and relaxed. Go in, if you will, as opposed to always going out, contracting as opposed to expanding, which we typically always do, at least I do. All of my energy is always expended outward. This is a time to turn in. Now, many of you are probably wondering if I am Muslim, and I am not. In fact, I'm nothing. So if you're trying to label me, feel free, but the label won't stick. This is just something that I've decided to do for a number of reasons. My body, my mind, my soul has been asking me to participate in a fast of this particular fashion for renewal and for regrounding my energy. And it just so happened to be the same time that many of my friends who happen to be Muslim are participating in Ramadan. So I've decided to join them. And all judgments aside, I really this is not the first time I've done it. I've done this about 3 or 4 different times, and each time I've had tremendous breakthroughs in my life. So more than any superstition, dogma, or religion, whatever it is that may deter you from participating in a fast of this fashion, I would encourage you to recognize the physiological, psychological, and spiritual benefit of refraining and fasting in this particular fashion. But anyway, the reason why I'm making this video is because I get a lot of questions, a lot of emails and comments from several of you who are in Muslim countries and you're participating in Ramadan right now, and you're wondering, how do I go about it? Well, the very first thing you need to know is that you're going to get advice from someone who has actually decided to participate with you, and that's me. And the other thing is that I make no claims to be an expert in this, but with my understanding and knowledge with regard to physiology and psychology and becoming the strongest version of yourself, I've really made that the study of my life. I'll share some of the things that I'm doing as I participate in this fast. So the very first thing that many of you might need to know is that you fast from sunup to sundown, meaning at about 5:30 in the morning to about 5:30 at night is how long the fast goes. When I wake up, it's about 20 minutes before the sun gets up. So I get up about 5 o'clock, and I have sitting next to me on a table a bottle of water that includes sea salt. I use Aztec sea salt, and I also have some fish oil, and I have some amino acids sitting right there next to my bed. The alarm goes off at 5. I roll over, and I take the supplements and the water. The reason why I put the sea salt in the water is because the electrolytes associated with it and all the minerals help keep me hydrated throughout the day. So I want to drink as much water as I can before I begin fasting for the day. And then, like I said, the electrolytes help maintain that hydration throughout the day. And then obviously the amino acids and the fish oils. Now, the entire day, what I do next is, because I also refrain from caffeine during this time, is I want to be able to keep my metabolism up. I want to keep my energy up. It's a lot less about fat loss and building muscle at this particular time, again, because it's a time of refraining. So I'm not participating in my typical activities, and I'm not my typical neurotic tendencies and goal seeking. It's a matter of going in and seeking my truth, seeking my spirituality. So in order for that to happen, I'd like to keep my energy up as well. So I walk in the morning. I'll go for my typical 1 hour walk in the morning. That's, like I said, to keep my energy up. It's less about fat loss or muscle building and more about just maintaining my energy for the day. Then around 3 or 4 o'clock, I'll also do another workout. Generally, it'll be a walk and also some light dumbbell or barbell work. Again, it's not about the physical aspects of it, meaning muscle building or fat loss goals, but mainly to keep my energy levels high as I make my way into the last phase of the fast before 8:30, where I break fast. And a lot of you guys have asked questions about, Elliot, what do you eat during the day or during the evening? How do you train during the day? How do you maintain your gains, or how do you not lose too much during this particular time? Just to make things clear, I'm not very concerned about what happens to my body physically during this time. I know it's healthy for your metabolism. It's great for the hormones and the nervous system to do this. But as far as muscle building and fat loss is concerned, I'm not really that worried about losing gains. Those things come back. But the activity of going in and growing stronger on a spiritual, energetic level makes it worthwhile. So I break fast about 8:30 generally. And then and the very first thing that I do to break fast is I guzzle down about 3 glasses of water with the sea salt, and I'll take a living fuel shake. You can take any type of greens supplement. I really feel that getting in those extra vitamins and phytonutrients are critical, especially having not eaten all day long. So I begin my break fast with a greens drink and some fish oils and some amino acids. Then, and this is pretty important, I also include some enzymes in my diet now. Now, a good friend of mine has really put me on to enzymes, and he's really convincing. I've got some videos coming up with him pretty soon. But the idea with the enzymes is to give my body a little bit of extra help in breaking down the meal I'm about to eat. So I'm going to eat a meal consisting basically of a balanced meal with vegetables, some carbohydrates in the form usually of potatoes or rice, and some chicken or fish or beef. I've been refraining from beef for quite some time, simply because I found that it's becoming more and more difficult for me to digest, but with the extra enzymes, it's actually getting easier and better. So that's it. So I'll take my enzymes, have that wonderful meal, take some more enzymes after the meal, and then I'll keep drinking water until bedtime. And then that's it. So those of you who are participating in your Ramadan fast, or you're just participating because you realize how beneficial it is and the wisdom behind refraining for a particular season every year, whatever the case may be, hopefully the tips that I shared with you or my experience would be beneficial to you. Good luck with the rest of your fast. I'll talk to you guys next time.